Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. It's believed the shooting death of a man at Hamilton South last night was a targeted attack. Homicide detectives have been called in to investigate the shooting after the 57-year-old man was found with a gunshot wound at a home in Fowler Street at about 11 p.m. He died at the scene. A report is being prepared for the coroner. The Lock the Gate Alliance says it's disappointed over the decision to grant an extension to the Mount Pleasant coal mine near Muswellbrook, saying it will create nearly 1 billion tonnes of carbon emissions. The Independent Planning Commission has approved the extension until 2048, allowing MAC Energy to extract a further 444 million tonnes of coal. The Commission determined the expansion would provide a net positive outcome, saying hundreds of direct and indirect jobs would be created. It's imposed strict environmental conditions, including mitigation measures for air quality, noise and greenhouse gases. Lock the Gate is now calling on Federal Environment Minister Tanya Plibersek to refuse the project, as she has the final say on its future. Childcare centres across the Hunter are taking part in a national shutdown of the early education sector today. The United Workers Union says around 1,000 centres across the country will be closed, with local staff to stage a rally this afternoon at Bar Beach. Childcare educators are pushing for their pay to better reflect the work they do. Hunter researchers have developed a new treatment, giving new hope to patients with late-stage melanoma. 20 people took part in the clinical trial at the University of Newcastle and Medical Research Institute using a combination of two existing drugs before immunotherapy treatment. Professor Nicola Bowden says they saw significant improvements to survivability.
So we have a new, bigger and better version of the clinical trial currently open in Newcastle and in Cairns. And it's just a slightly different timing and dosing of the chemotherapy drugs. And we now have supply of the best immunotherapy drugs that are available. So it's a bigger, better version of what we did previously.
The Hunter Community Environment Centre is urging the EPA to examine possible links between the Bales Point Power Station and a second fish kill in southern Lake Macquarie this week. It follows the deaths of around 1,000 fish last month, which were found washed up on the shore at Mannering Park. The EPA determined the cause was most likely a natural event. The HCEC says the EPA must look closely at the possible impact of thermal pollution from the power station as a factor in the fish kills. Former Prime Minister John Howard will make an appearance at this year's History Illuminated Festival in Lake Macquarie. He'll offer insights into the state of the nation, as well as stories and thoughts from his new book at an event at Rathmines Theatre tomorrow evening. Council's Lifelong Learning Coordinator, Kirralie Anderson, says it's just one of the exciting events the festival has to offer.
There's a lot happening this weekend. Kicks off on Friday at 10 a.m. with Greg Ray. He will talk about stories behind his collection of local photos from Lake Mac and Newcastle. Professor Lyndall Ryan will share her research work mapping colonial frontier massacres in Australia. And on Saturday, Mike Carlton will be in conversation with Scott Bevan, talking about his new book, The Scrap Iron Flotilla.
2NURFM Sport.
Homegrown Knight star Olivia Higgins will face her former club the Roosters in a top-of-the-table clash on Sunday. The 29-year-old scored the match-winning try which sealed the premiership for the Tricolours before joining the Knights this season. Higgins says it will be strange facing off with her former teammates, but says she's excited for the Allianz Stadium clash. Edgeworth coach Peter McGuinness says he's looking towards next season after his side narrowly missed the finals. The Eagles fell 2 points shy of making the top 5 this season, despite a last-round 2-1 victory over Valentine on Sunday. McGuinness says he's focusing on developing the potential in the squad during the pre-season and 2023. And Knights head of football Peter Parr has backed incoming playmaker Tyson Gamble, saying he's an ideal fit for the embattled side. And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 8, 12, 19, 28, 32, 34 and 41, and the supplementaries are 9, 18 and 20. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.